Hello again, all. My name's Carwin a Box. I'm your host for the next two runs as we kick off the Sonic block. We gotta go moderately quickly through the next few games, and with us to kick that off is Kiriziak running Sonic Riders for the PS2. Take it away, Kiri.
Thank you very much. Hello, I am Kiri. I am not used to being in a Sonic block. I only recently picked up Sonic Riders, but I'll introduce the game a little bit and then we'll go into it. You'll see right away that this is not in English. There's two reasons for this, and I'd like to explain them before the run starts. If you've ever played Sonic Riders in English, you'll know about one character in the game called Omochao. And I'm sure everyone in the front will know Sonic is losing momentum. So what I'd like to do is, because I'm playing the Japanese version, where Omochao is significantly less annoying, doesn't provide a running commentary on everything that you're doing, I'd like to invite everyone with the microphone on, everyone in the front row, everyone in the peanut gallery to copy as many lines from the English version of Sonic Riders as you can. If you're able to, and if you're willing to, of course. This is also a debut of something I like to call Shut Up Omochao. Again, because Omochao is really annoying in the English version. We run the NTSC version because it is faster, loads about 10 seconds faster, and as mentioned, we run the Japanese version because, or I personally run the Japanese version because A, it's cheaper, and B, Omochao. You can also actually open the disk tray to shut Omochao up during any PAL or NTSCU run. I'm not going to do that because I don't want to crash the game. I had a GDQ hotfix a few years ago. I crashed my game doing that on a different game. Anyway, without any further ado, I'd better get this underway. So we're going to start in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Sonic block. So right away we're going to skip a few cutscenes because, again, we're saving time. Eggman actually has an announcement to make, but because of TOS, we're not going to listen to that. So the objective in the first two levels is to finish in the top 3 instead of top 1. This is basically a tutorial level. It's pretty hard to even fail this. I've seen it happen, though. That was a really bad start, unfortunately. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to immediately boost forward here. I'm getting marathon looked immediately. What I want to do is do a jump off. No. That was really unfortunate. There's a really hard trick in this run. It's deliberate. All the deliberate stuff is... this is... this has not gone to plan. So what you do is... How do I explain it? 'Cause I've never actually had a situation like this. I'm getting marathoned already. I'm just going to try and get the lead before I talk about the mechanics of the game. So what you want to do is you want to charge jumps and then get her this way. The game runs on air. The game runs on rings. You want to get your rings and then and then maintain your I'm doing grinds here because I'm a speed character. Speed characters get to grind. Fly characters get to fly, and power characters get to power. Nice. So, when I've got the maximum level, I did not do that in practice. I've never jumped over a car before. You want to take these certain paths and basically just get through the level. As you can hear, Omochao is just significantly less obstructive here. Making sure to charge my jumps. Get as many skills as I can, and just maintain her. What I'm actually going to do is you actually grind slower than... Each grind has a different grind speed, basically. So what I want to do is maybe avoid some of the grinds. I know which ones to avoid. Oh, come on! Yeah, there's also powers in this game. Power-ups. They're just unfortunate. The important thing is that I'm probably going to win quite convincingly, because this is still a tutorial at the end of the day. Nice. 3 out of 3 there is still very good. Happy with that. This game loves to drop inputs. And fortunately, none so far. 39 lap is my best ever lap on Metal City, by the way. I've never sub 40 in a lap before.
Well done.
Thank you very much. 3 minutes in, okay. Yeah, this is not going to be B. So second level in the game is Splash Canyon. For this one, we're playing as Tails. There's a few ultra tricks you can do here. We're not going to do them because that's cheating. This category is officially no ultra, no LRG. What I want to do here is I want to get really close to the left and miss it. So I'm going to run over here and get the 100, the secret 100 rings to immediately put me to level 3. I'm going to show something off. I'm not going to show something off because I'm in second. But there's a secret fly path there that you can take. So we're going to go straight on to the headline skip here, if I can get there. So what I want to do is go through this ring and then just down, left, and you just cut, you cut a good section of the level out. If you do a down jump there, you can get onto a nice little rainbow. And now I'm in the lead. It should be pretty plain sailing for a little bit. I'm not going to go for that. It loves to drop your inputs there, unfortunately. Do a forward here, and you can sometimes, with the right luck, get onto that platform. Much more RNG dependent, depending on frames compared to PC, where it's a lot more consistent, and GameCube for that matter. We're playing on PS2 because it's a harder version to play, and frankly, I just like the challenge. So again, I'm going to do the Splash Canyon skip very nicely there. Get around there, hit the wall, get launched into oblivion because, again, this is not a standard run, this is UKSG. So third lap should be pretty straightforward if you'd like to hit me with any donations. Or anything.
As a reminder, up next we have Broken Hyperlink running Sonic Blast, and it is a choice between running Sonic and running Knuckles for that game. Currently, Knuckles is in the lead, and that incentive will be live until, of course, the start of her run in a little bit. So if you want to influence the outcome of that incentive, please feel free. Again, we are raising money for Crisis, and hopefully these donations will help to make a difference.
Thank you. So, as you probably gathered from there, the actually intended strats are the hardest. The glitches are all pretty straightforward. This one coming up in Red Factory, Egg Factory, I never know the name, is a bit harder to do, but it's still relatively straightforward. So for this, we're going to play as Knuckles, a favourite of many people in the crowd. This is the first level you actually have to win. Fortunately, it's also the easiest level in the game, provided you don't get messed up by RNG. I have once again gone way too late. No, I haven't. That was really good, actually. What I want to do here is just rush as many rings as possible. There's a guaranteed 30 ring here, and then I just want to quickly get around Storm, hold, forward, tornado, boost right, and there's the skip. So it's really important here to keep my so I'm going to actually slow down and get a combo through all of these. Get around here, boost again. I'm not going to go for the 100 here because it's too dangerous. It's pretty broken on PS2. Just get the 60 here. There we go. Now I'm on 60 rings going into laps 2 and 3. So unless I fall, I'm in a pretty good stead. The AI on this game is really difficult, by the way. It can be absolutely brutal. As you can see, Storm is still right behind me, despite the fact I hit the glitch. So, again, I just need to get away from Storm. Tornado and boost, and yeah, just about. It's harder than it looks. It's meant to be free, but it's also really difficult. Oh, shoot. All right, we're good. This game, when you bonk off walls, you just go in any random direction. It can be really brutal sometimes. That was also really good. Really solid lap too. You'll notice I'm boosting whenever I can. That's because the max boost speed is obviously significantly faster. So just maintain go fast. Sonic game. You want to go fast. Get the 50 there. Right, can we get 3 out of 3? No! Unfortunately, just not meant to be there. But this is still a fantastic egg factory. Lost a bit of time there, but it is what it is. On PS2, you are not expected to get 3 out of 3. And I would never expect any PS2 runner to get 3 out of 3. Let's just get to the end now, shall we? Bonk through there. I should now be catching up to the AI. I should be lapping them. But because they've played really well here, I'm actually a bit behind. Anyway, we got past one of them. The AI, you'll see in a later level in particular, the AI just play extraordinarily well. I actually finished 54 seconds ahead of the second place. That's good. Happy enough with that. So we're going to go on to Green Cave now. There is no real glitches here, but this is where things start to get a bit broken. A lot of the inputs start to really fail here. So I will be ad-libbing this level a bit depending on how the AI perform. I should have mentioned... No! I'm just going to reset. Yeah, every time I hit an electric fence or miss 100, I'm going to donate $5. So that's currently $15 I'm donating. I should have mentioned that earlier, but I was too busy talking about how the mechanics of the game work. That was a really good skill out, actually. So you've got to drift around here. It's really tight. Tails isn't really the best character. I'm out of her. I'm going to recharge my air before doing Green Cave. Skip. What I want to do is get around here, up here, down. Nice. And then I want to grab this 100 here. There's 100 rings in every track. I'll go for most of them. The fact I'm still first, by the way, after all that is quite impressive. I want to go through here. That's quite difficult, but isn't that bad, I guess. You can... Oh, dropped input. There's an intended shortcut there. And I didn't hit it, unfortunately. As mentioned, the intended shortcuts are the hardest part of the game. The skips and glitches are all pretty easy. Because I've got 100 rings here, I can just kind of manage my drift as I go around the bends. Not great, admittedly, but still through. Dodge the turbo pads because you actually go faster if you don't hit them. That's a bit annoying, but... So you want to escape the fly early to get on the fastest path. Sometimes, even if you pull down, the game will not respond to you pulling down. So I've got to take a bit of a longer path here. Got to go up here, through here. Hopefully this time I can hit the intended shortcut. You can also abuse the fly to go straight on to the spiderwebs here. That is considered an ultra. You're not allowed to do that. It saves quite a significant amount of time, I believe. We've got an X there. That's really good. That's the highest amount of high skill you can get. Yeah, nothing I could do about that. I pulled as far to the right as I could. Not to be. I'm actually going to take the intended path here just to get a bit more air. I've got the 100 rings, and that's what matters. More than anything. Go through. Right, 3 out of 3 on that is really good because that is actually quite a pain sometimes. Nice. So this actually marks the end of playing as Tails and Knuckles. For you Love Live fans out there, we are now going to be switching back to Canon Matsuura's Persona for the rest of the game. Sonic will be played in the last 2 levels, Sand Ruins and Babylon Garden. Sand Ruins is a level I'm going to try and stay quiet on after the first lap because this has, honestly, the best song in the game. One of the best songs in the entirety of Sonic, in my opinion. So, if you're in the peanut gallery, if you're in the back, that's another $5. I'm actually really bad with the electric gates. So after the first lap, I'm going to invite the crowd to show a few dance moves if you like. Entirely optional. Tails, do you mind? Yeah, the AI get really good at this point. I might have soft locked to the known soft lock here. No, I'm out. That's good. I'm not going for the 100 because I'm in 4th. I need to focus on winning the race. So I'm going to take the grind path here. Try and take this top path. There we go. 20. I just want to focus now on getting as many rings as possible. Nice. So here you want to, as with all of these similar sections, you just want to move the left stick as much as you can. I'm going to try and get around that. Avoid the speed drop. We're going to take this boost pad here, bonk off the wall because I'm bad at the game, and... Okay, so again, I'm focusing on here, and I actually want to try and get this 100 this time. So I'm going to take this grind path here. Go on, go on. Ah, another 5. Really unfortunate. It's not... I wouldn't say that's very well designed. The game kind of pulls you to the right. And sadly, sometimes you're just going to miss it. Anyway, we're on lap 2, and I said I'd shut up for a little bit just to appreciate the music, so I'll do it for lap 3 anyway. Yep. Make sure, let's see your moves, chat. And obviously, if you're in chat, give me your best dance emotes.
We got time for a quick donation?
Sure. Oh. Known glitch.
We got $5 from Chloe here, who says, Sonic Block at UKSG, what a surprise. That goes towards Argic wearing the Sonic suit for the Sonic Dream Team run. That incentive is still live. And speaking of incentives, enjoy your time with Sonic here, because it doesn't look like you'll be seeing him in the next game whatsoever.
Shameful. Okay, as we come to the end of Sand Ruins, at the end of the story mission, you actually take a slightly different path into the end there. It's a nice little story thing they included. We're actually going into the final level now, Babylon Garden. This is infamous for being brutal. In the English version, you'll be very familiar with the phrases, emergency alert, prepare to repel intruders. Fortunately, it isn't in this. Well, the announcer for that is also much more subdued, and it just makes things a lot more convenient. You don't have the game shouting at you something that you really don't need to know. Okay, take that nice and try and get into first. I've gone to boost way too early, but I'm just gonna accept my failure. Boost out of this. You want to boost out of every stunt you do. Bonk jet. Just try and force myself into first. There's the announcement. Boost into that. Try and stay down the middle because it's faster lap 1. Laps 2 and 3 it will not be. Get me air back. Sound extremely northern while doing it. Oh. Oh. That ain't good. Well, I might be in a bit of trouble. Right, there's 100 here, but because I'm on... They put out turbulence. The enemy... Well, the other races put out turbulence, and it's a nice little mechanic. That is the worst jump in the game. That's the worst bend in the game, sorry. Got up, which is nice. Want to... Again, just try and focus on winning now. Up, grind, keep me air up. 7th? How much 7th? Yeah, the AI. I knew this was going to happen. The AI played incredibly, and obviously I fell off earlier. So, laps 2 and 3, they have bits of turbulence up here as well, and you can just take them to take a speed of 449 instead of 349. Saves enough time, so it's worth going for. Let's see what turbulence the egg robots have left here. I really want to take that grind. No! Oh! Oh, I did not know there was a ramp there. I might be failing this.
Oh no.
Oh no. Yeah, this is what I mean. The game is painstaking at times. Let's see if I can get back into the lead. If not, I will restart. I have budgeted for a restart. I'm going to restart. I'm going to try and focus now if you'd like to talk a bit more about Crisis or donations.
Yeah, that's fine. No problem.
Oh, I've done it again.
We can just jam out to this theme for a while because it goes hard.
It's a fantastic theme. Not as good as Sand Ruins, but still really good, in my opinion.
Really good, yeah. If I want to get, if you would allow me to get in a quick word about Crisis.
Of course.
We are indeed raising money to support Crisis, a charity supporting people out of homelessness for good. They achieve this through education, training and support with housing, employment and health. 90% of your donations during this event will go towards supporting Crisis themselves, and 10% will go towards UKSG future events.
Thank you, Caro. That's what's meant to happen. You're meant to be first there, then you can hit that grind rail. The AI is still on me. Got the 100, right. Now I have to really be careful here. I'm going to take a tornado into a left just to absolutely make sure I make that, because I know the racers are right behind me. Up to as many skills as I can here. Try and get the X. Just take this extremely safe now. My PB is an 18:29, and world record is disputably either 18:11 or 17:22, depending on whether one was run on a PS3 or not. Anyway, lap 2. Jump. Jump. I'm trying to think if there's any of the game mechanics that I've missed. Apart from the AI being incredible, sometimes on Babylon Garden, particularly on the PAL version, the AI can get stuck on that final bend. Seemingly, it's never happened on NTSCJ for me. But they probably can still. The AI can also accidentally run out of bounds completely, and they can end up with times of over 60 minutes. Yeah, this is faster. Yeah, taking the power there is actually slightly faster. Unfortunately, I'm going to very quickly get some air for the next jump. The AI is still right on my tail. They are playing exceptionally well. Usually, like I said, one should have fallen off by now and be stuck on a 4-minute time. So if I hit this grind rail here, I don't want to say anything yet, actually. I've already lost this race once. No dropped input. That's good. That's a good sign. Full air going into the finale, so I can boost out immediately. Avoid that turbo there. We're going for it. Yep. All right. Time is when I cross the finish line. And time.
GG.
Very frustrating run, but Babylon Garden is legitimately difficult. There's also the Babylon story, which is the second part, and then there's a whole mission mode after that. They're both really difficult as well. What I will say, I understand I'm pretty close to my estimate now, but what I will say is pick up Sonic Riders. It's a really easy to access speed game. It's not difficult to learn beyond Babylon Garden. The skips are all relatively easy. The story mode's really engaging, and there's a really good completion as well. I'm hoping to run Babylon Story a bit more going forward. Hopefully get world record in Hero Story PS2 first. I've never actually seen this cutscene. I always immediately turn my PS2 off. But yeah, that was Sonic Riders, and I hope I've given it a good display. hopefully everyone in the crowd enjoyed it, and unfortunately, Kiri lost momentum. Twitch.tv/Kirisiak. Over and out.
GG, Kiri. Thank you so much to Kurziak for showing us Sonic Riders. We have the second of our Sonic Block games coming up shortly. But before I go to a quick intermission, we do have a couple of donations, both going towards our Sonic suit. We have $10 from CBK, who says, Sonic Block hype, let's get the Sonic suit. And we also have $30 from Delta. They say, a Sonic Block with some fun games and Argic is wearing a Sonic-related suit. How can I not donate to that? If you feel the same, the donation incentive is still open for a little while longer. Let's see if we can get Arg to dress to impress for us.
I've got it at 8:25 now.
I'll be back shortly. See you in a bit.